nowhere, but we in Ghana and it's due to December. I'm having a ball. So this is me before we head to the other spot and I run into the trick.
The trick.
A wise person once said, "What surprises me most about humankind is that we get bored of our childhood, rush to grow up, and long to be children again. That we lose our health to make money, and then lose our money to restore our health. That by thinking anxiously about the future, we forget the present, such that we live in neither the present nor the future. That we live as if we were never going to die, and die as though we've never lived."
How many children do you have?
I have 3.
Are you married?
No, I was not married.
Are they all by the same guy?
Yeah.
All right. So did you go to college?
Yes, I did some college, but I dropped out.
All right. Have you been working?
I did work.
Were you living with their father?
Yes, I remember when I left him.
Okay, why'd you leave him?
Because I needed better clarity for myself so I can get my own self together for these children.
And what does your ex do for a living?
He works at the shipyard.
Was he paying all the bills?
Yes.
Basically, he was taking care of the family.
Yes.
And you left him to get clarity?
No, so,
You left the man who was taking care of all the bills, providing, to do what?
he was showing me that he wasn't ready.
He was showing that you wasn't ready to start a family. 3 babies into it. So you left the working man to go live in the projects. Why? You live in the projects and you left the man with a job. Who wants to hear you talk?
Listen up, butt slut.
Come with me as I country hop in Africa solo for a month. Now this is part 2 of how I lost my man in Ghana.
Bit of a show.
So this is a small clip from my date where I am clearly inebriated.
Bro, before we even start, I gotta give a shout out to my boy AQ. This is one of his videos, man. Go follow AYEQ, man. That boy be dropping some heat, man. You know, like I say, every video I react to, like, hey, we support each other, we get bigger. So y'all go follow him, you feel me? And support that boy, man. He doing this thing over there, man. We on the same mission, you feel me? But A200 fam, let's get to the video, man.
Child, and did not need to be going nowhere, but we in Ghana and it's due to December. I'm having a ball. So this is me before we head to the other spot and I run into the trick.
The trick.
So the fine man, we texting that day, right? And later on that night, I tell him that I got something to tell him, but I could tell his, like, he didn't respond. And I could just tell later on throughout the day, he was just like acting kind of funny or whatever, right? So I'm like, dang, the trick has got to him. But I'm like, who does that? Like, there's some hating female stuff. Like, who does that? So he was going out to the opening of this club and he invited me out. And y'all, why when I had pulled up to the club, my fine man was already inside, so I'm calling him and telling him I'm outside. Girl, why I see the fat trick coming out the club, y'all, when I say I did a 180 spin to hide, because I did not want that man to see me, child, I did not want that man to see me. So this is us inside the club.
Don't be that fat trick, bro. Please don't. 200 family. Don't represent the family like that, man. Don't do that, man.
It was packed. It was the opening night. It was hella people there. And let's not to mention, I ran into my old little assistant, and baby, I held on to my man tight because I want him to see, baby. Okay, period. So this is getting in. And then he was acting funny in the club, and I really didn't like that because usually he be like really touchy-feely, and he was not acting like that in the club, baby. So I knew he knew something. There he go. That's my man. So then I started telling him the story, y'all. And he was like, I already know. I'm like, I already know what? You ain't, like, what you already know? He was like, that you was with Foster last night. I said the man name, man. The trick name Foster. I'm pretty sure y'all don't know him. So I'm like, so I'm telling him everything that happened, y'all. The only thing I left out is that I was inebriated. I'm telling him what happened. He like, you sure this all that happened? I'm like, yeah, this all that happened. What did he tell you happened? Y'all, why that man text the fireman was like, oh, I was with Alex last night. No, you was not. No, you was not. Boy, you lying. I just feel like there's just some hating-ish.
Nah,
like,
bro.
You was really mad that I don't want you. So you trying to throw salt on my game. So then, when we pull up to my homeboy house where I'm staying at, and I'm telling him, like, so this is what I had to pull out my bag, y'all. I was like, well, you know, tonight my last night in Ghana. Like, I know you mad at me, but like, I want to spend the night with you tonight at your house or whatever, right? Now, I was not gonna give him none, even though I really did want to. I ain't even gonna lie, I really did want to give him some, but I told myself I was not gonna give him none until we in America. Okay. And then he was talking about he going to Ace, which is
So you gonna wait to get him some when he get in America? Like, what's the wait though? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? Yo, give it to it. You want to? What America gonna do? I guess that's how you feel me. Like, that's
after hour spot. And I'm like, no, well, if you going to Ace, I'm going to Ace with you. So then we in the car arguing for like at least an hour. Baby, you would have thought this was my man, because in my head he was my man. So then he's telling me how disappointed he is. Like, why would he do something? Why would I do something like that? That's so disrespectful. That's embarrassing. People see me getting in that the factory car and see me getting in his car and hanging out with him and being around him out. That's embarrassing, disrespectful, all this other stuff, you know. Y'all, when I tell you, the man was putting me in my place. Mind you, I'm one of them like alpha females, and so I don't even remember a time a man has put me in my place. But I always said, if a man can put me in my place, he can put me in my place. And baby, that man put me in my place respectfully. Y'all, I ain't never shut the F up to a man like that. Like, y'all, he was putting me in my place, and I was just like, you right, I'm sorry, you right, baby, on mute. That's all I was saying, you right, I'm sorry. But mind you, I'm on vacation. Like, I'm in Africa. I don't know the rules and standards out here, okay? And so I'm like, does that mean we done? Like, we done talking, whatever? He was like, no, I'm just very disappointed in you, all this other stuff, whatever, right? So then we was arguing so long. At that point, he wouldn't even go into the after hour spot no more, because it was already like 5 something. So then I was like, well, since you're not going to the after hour spot no more, like, we might as well just spend the night with each other, right? Y'all, the look he gave me is like, you know, I want you to spend the night, but I'm not effing with you right now. This the look he gave me. And then he was like,
still gonna clap me on the cheek though. You know, you could be mad for it, but if she offering the cheek, you're like, you know, I know you ain't, you feel me, but I'm gonna go ahead and just clap, you hear me, to get you out of there. You feel me? That's not Christian me talking, but you feel me? I'm married, I advocate for you getting cheeks after you get married. I just gotta say that, but I'm just saying, before Christian me talking, that's what you would do. You feel what I'm saying?
I want you to spend the night, but I know I will probably try something, and I'm mad at you right now, and I don't want to try nothing, and I don't want nothing to happen because I'm mad at you right now. I don't even know how to process it, because what does that even mean? So lo and behold, we ended the night, and he started acting funny after that. Now, the next morning, he did say he would be willing to change my flight, and he wanted me to stay in Ghana for 2 extra days. But he asked me so last minute, because at that point, I had met another man. We're going to call him Salt and Pepper. I met another man that had invited me to Liberia or whatever. And that's a whole nother story time on how I met this man for 48 hours, and I met him in Liberia after Ghana. Next story time for that one. But yeah, so I had to run through hoops and hoops to get my visa the same day to go to Liberia. So by the time he asked me to stay in Ghana, I was like, nah, because I had already did too much to get my visa to go to Liberia at this point. And plus, I thought like I was gonna see him at the end of the month in America. So that's the only reason I said no. But if I knew what I know now, yeah, I would have never went to Liberia, and I would have stayed in Ghana and fought for my man.
This shit right here is sad, man. The fellas, y'all gotta be careful out
I
here.
already knew AQ was finna go crazy. I don't know, like I was waiting for him to come in, bro, but she wildin', bro. She is wildin', bro.
Man, because one thing about these birds will migrate to get some crumbs. Facto.
Migrate.
This chick claims that she's country hopping in Africa. Pretty much what she's doing, she's slanging pussy in Africa. That's what it is. She's smart because she's like, shit might be a little slow where I'm at, and I know these African dudes love to trick, so why not take a trip to Africa and see what I could come up off of? And that's pretty much what she's doing. And it seems like a whole game
She's
is
sort of like a passport female. You feel what I'm saying? Passport sister. You feel me? Oh, man.
like go from one country to the next. See how much she could get in this country, and then she's going to another African country. Man, listen, man. Fellas, don't feed the birds, bro. And the sad thing about this chick right here is nothing but low hanging fruit, bro. This is a bottom feeder. Shorty's a scavenger, dog. As a man, you gotta know how to treat a bird like her. You get in and get out, splash in the face and give her the deuces, but you don't feed her. You let her find her way. That's how you treat a bird, bro. You treat a bird exactly like who she is. But y'all dudes be thinking y'all gotta spend money on these birds. Let me tell you something, fam. If you're that dude in the club popping bottles, if you're that dude pulling up in the best cars, if you living in a lavish ass crib, you don't have to spend money on that bird. That bird should be happy.
She should be happy
just to be in your presence. It's like she should be happy to be around a nigga like you. But the sad thing about y'all dudes will bring a bird around some lavish shit that she never been around and still trick on her. It's crazy. Fellas, y'all gotta be wise out here, man. And the bottom line is always treat a bird like who she is. That's
bro.
Right.
All facts. He finna throw her. You know how them Jamaican dudes be dancing. They'll grab her by her feet and sling her across the bar. Everything. Take me to it. There we go. Well, I'm like, bro, you finna get this girl a concussion. This ain't.
Nah, this right here is sad, bro. Fellas, in 2024.
Oh, he finna propose. I thought he just pulled up and finna dance. Oh man, this ain't finna go too well. He finna propose. No, I didn't know this ain't finna go well, bro.
The best thing a man could do is focus on himself. Save yourself, brother. Most of these women don't want to be saved. That's just the reality. As a man, before you choose to propose to your girl, she will show you signs that she wants you to propose to her. If your girl don't show you any of those signs, bro, do not propose to your girl. Now, there are some people who are saying wrong time, wrong place. In case you guys don't know, this is Carnival, which took place in Trinidad. Trinidad is the mecca of Carnival, right? So he decided to propose to his girl in Carnival. Good vibes, good music, good soca music, you know. If his girl was really in love with him, she would have said yes regardless. Because when a woman wants to marry you, you could propose to her while she's taking a shit. She's gonna say yes.
That's a fact, bro.
Okay, so there's no such thing as wrong time, wrong place. The bottom line is, shorty wasn't really that into him, and he found out the hard way. And that's why I tell you all dudes all the time, bro. It's easy to get the pussy, just don't fall in love. But in a situation like this, the most a man could do is walk away. Walk away, brother. Save your money. Save yourself. Sad situation, man. Fellas, again, in 2024, as a man, the only thing that you should be doing out here is working on yourself, self-improving, leveling up. Stop trying to save these birds. These birds don't want to be saved. These birds are thriving in the streets. They are for the streets. And in this situation, this brother just needs to leave her in the streets, bro.
I was traveling. I was starting to experience what being single was for the first time in my 30s, because I'm also from the South, and you're kind of like groomed to be a wife. Yeah. And so in the 20s, I was like, well, I'm supposed to do this, so I'm gonna be in monogamous relationships. And then in my 30s, I was like, this is not working out. This is wasting my time. I'm going to have some different experiences and be very single and travel the world and just live life. And I'm never gonna, meet someone. And I have no intentions. I don't want to at all. I was living. I had a great time. And then I got married at 38, which is what I am now.
Which was 2 months ago.
For every man, there's a woman.
And for every dummy, there's a dummy.
Just feels out in the street. You feel me? Man, so she gonna just get clapped up in her youngest and say, all right, well, I'm all used up now. Let me just go and marry now. I'm like, what? Man, come on, bro. Birds, man. Birds. Birdies. But y'all go, man. Y'all go to AQ, support his clothing line and all that for the birds clothing and all that. You know I got mine coming soon for y'all. You know I gotta drop it for y'all. But hey, man, like I said, I'm looking to take this channel to the next level, bro. We're gonna keep doing the reaction always, you feel me? But I also want to bring in like Instagram models, OnlyFans models, strippers, real 304s to even women who's been married for 3 to 4, not 3 to 4, but 20 years plus. You know what I'm saying? I want to bring in some of these people to interview, and if y'all know of any of them, y'all hit me in my Instagram and we'll make something happen. You feel me? We'll get y'all on the channel and we'll have a good interview. You feel me? I'm just trying to keep my viewers, you know what I'm saying, entertained with different aspects of things. You feel me? So hey, we're gonna be here for the long haul. We're taking this thing to the next level. We're taking this thing high as it can go. You hear what I'm saying? I ain't getting this game to play around, man. You know I'm gonna give y'all the best content possible. Whatever it is y'all want, I got y'all. You feel me? And then like I said, I'm gonna bring y'all in. If y'all want to get interviewed, some of y'all in the comments, y'all got some views y'all want to share, I'm bringing y'all on. You know what I'm saying? But A2 and the family, tell me what y'all think about the video in the comments. You hear me? See you guys next video. Let's get it.